Well, hello there my fellow standards. Welcome back to my channel and to a brand new Fallout 76 video. So, if you've just started playing the game and you're a low level player and you have some questions about the game, or you're finding difficulties playing it, or you have some general questions about this game, this video is definitely for you. So before we start, make sure you stop with the notification on to never miss a video from now on. Now without further ado, let us start this video. So, the first topic that we're going to talk about is perhaps the most important thing as a low level player, and that's your perks. You see, this is really important because if you mess it up, this will haunt you for the rest of your playthrough. This is really important. When I started playing, no one told me how to do it. I messed it up and my perks are still all over the place. They're still shit. I'm still trying to fix them. So what I mean by this is that what sort of build you're gonna go with. You're gonna go pistols, you're gonna go shotguns, rifles, what are you gonna go with? Now why do I say this? Because you see, as you start playing the game, first you have a pistol, so you start speccing into pistols. Then you'll find a shotgun, so you start speccing into shotguns. Then rifles. Then at level 25 you get your first heavy weapon and you start speccing into that. You see, your perks are all over the place. And that's really bad. You don't want that. That will only make it harder for you to progress after level 50. So just don't do that. If you want to go heavy weapons or melee, spec into strength. Put points into strength, max it out. If you're gonna go rifles and shotguns, go perception, max perception out. Endurance isn't really important. Charisma, have at least 4 of it for hard bargain and travel agent. Intelligence is for crafting and stuff like that. If you're gonna go pistol, go agility, and luck's not that important either. But this said, so pistols, agility, rifles and shotguns, perception, heavy weapons, and melee, strength. Keep these in mind. Don't mess it up. Make a decision right now. What sort of weapon you're gonna spec into and stick with it, because this is the best choice you could make that will really help you as you level up. So, the next thing that we want to talk about is the Fallout 76 map and the biomes. So, there are 6 different biomes in Fallout 76. As you can see the map, we have the Forest, Toxic Valley, Savage Divide, Ash Heap, the Mire, and Cranberry Bog, which they all have different enemies with different spawn levels, and these are the spawn levels. So for the Forest, which is your starting place, enemies will be level 1 through 10. This is the easiest spot in Fallout 76, so you'll probably spend most of your first 10 levels around here, or in Toxic Valley, which is the north of the forest. Now Toxic Valley, enemies usually are level 10 through 25. It's a little bit harder. You could occasionally find really hard enemies, but that's really rare. They're most level 10 through 25. It's the second location that you'll probably venture into. It's a little bit tougher than the forest, but still nothing major. Next, the Savage Divide. The Savage Divide is to the east of the forest. Savage Divide, the enemies in Savage Divide are level 15 through 35, with occasionally some really tough boss monsters which could be level 50 and above, but they're quite rare. They're most level 15 through 35. This is the third place that you'll venture into. It's a little bit tougher than Toxic Valley. This is where you'll actually start seeing the main monsters in Fallout 76. Next, the Ash Heap, which is southwest of the forest. Enemies here are level 25 through 35, with occasionally a few tough enemies like all the other biomes. Here, you will start getting enemies that usually have disease on them, which if they bite you or they attack you, there's a chance that you'll get disease. So this place is a little bit tougher than the previous places, mainly because of the disease reason. Next, the Mire. The Mire is northeast of the forest. It's one of the toughest locations in Fallout 76, the second most toughest location in Fallout 76. It's filled with dangerous monsters, rat toads, and stuff like that, which if you farm them for caps, you will make a good fortune if you're high level enough. But my suggestion is, don't venture in it as long as you could. It's a really tough location, so stay out of it. It's really dangerous. Next, the cranberry bog area, which all the enemies are level 35 and above. This place is filled with robots. It's really dangerous. Don't go there unless you're level 40. I was level 45 when I went there, and I got absolutely butt fucked by all those robots. It's a really dangerous biome in Fallout 76. It's the most dangerous biome, however. Some people believe that the mire is a little bit more dangerous. My personal opinion, cranberry bog is more dangerous. However, the loot there is a little bit better than the other location, purely because there are quite a few traders there. There's the best med farm in there. There are some suits of power armor in there. It's debatable. But this is it for the biomes, so you have a general idea about the whole biomes thing. Now, the next main thing that you should know about are the traders. You see, they're the main traders that are train stations, which you might think those are the only traders. Wrong. This is a full map of all the traders in Fallout 76. It's really good to memorize their places and where they are, because as lower level, you farm a lot, you get overweight, you can't run, and I'm personally a greedy son of a bitch, so I don't want to drop anything. So knowing where every trader is, you could try to make your way to one of them and sell those junk instead of dropping them. So this is a really good point that I wish I knew when I just started playing Fallout 76. The next topic that I want to talk about is the loot/junk in Fallout. You see, the junk system is different in Fallout 76 compared to Fallout 4. In Fallout 4, some junks were valuable that in Fallout 76 are completely useless. The top 3 most essential junk that you'll need in Fallout are lead, acid, and screw. These are really important. You need screw and acid for crafting almost everything, and you will need a butt ton of lead for crafting ammo. So keep these 3 resources whenever you find them. Never sell them, never drop them, always keep them, which I have a video on how to farm them. If you want to farm them, I have a video on that. So next and the last topic, I want to talk about the whole camp system in Fallout 76. Now, camp system is something that I wish I knew more about when I started playing Fallout, because that could really affect how you play. You see, for building camp, you want to focus on 2 things: what resources are around that location and how flat the ground is. Which, for starting, you want to mainly focus on what resources are around. You see, this is a map of every resource deposit in Fallout 76. You want to make your camp around one of these based on what you need. You need concrete, you need crystal, you need lead, acid. My personal suggestion is make it on a junk extractor, a junk deposit, because that will extract everything: screw, acid, oil, a little bit of everything. That's really good. Next, make sure that there is a water pond near that location, because then you could build big water purifiers on top of it, which if you make 2 or 3, they'll produce 15 like per 5-10 minutes, which then you could sell to vendors for like 150 caps or something, and they'll actually generate you some caps per time. And how flat the ground is, if you're into building a camp and basically having a really sick ass camp, this is important. You want to make it somewhere flat. Now, usually these 3 don't come together, where there's a pond and a resource deposit. The ground is not flat, it's fucked up, and where there's flat, there's nothing. That's usually how it goes in Fallout, but that's up to you. So guys, that'll be it for this video. I will be making another beginner's guide. I only covered what I think are the most essential things. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section. I will be making another video answering your questions about Fallout. So if you enjoyed, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I will catch you on our next video.